Thanks for watching this video brought to you by AN Immigration Services and Consulting. Please ensure that you watch this video at high resolution for best video quality. As we are going to walk through the application process and the eligibility criteria for applying for a subclass 189 skilled independent visa in the Hong Kong stream. This visa lets eligible Hong Kong or British national, overseas, passport holders who have demonstrated commitment to Australia, live and work in Australia permanently. This subclass 189 skilled independent visa in the Hong Kong stream is considered by some a lifeboat for Hong Kong or British national overseas passport holders. If you look at the eligibility criteria for other applicants for the same visa in the points-tested stream, you can notice that a lot of eligibility requirements have been removed from the Hong Kong stream. For example, under the Hong Kong stream, invitation to apply for the visa from the department is not required. This means that the applicants do not need to submit an expression of interest on Skills Elect. In terms of health requirement, the applicants are subject to less stringent health requirements 4007 with the ability to request a waiver. Applicants do not need to achieve a minimum score in the general points test for general skilled migration visas. There is no skills assessment required. There are no age and English proficiency requirements. Nomination of a skilled occupation is also not required. There are much less eligibility criteria under Hong Kong stream. The content in this video is for reference only. Please seek professional advice about the content in this video. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Although this video is no more than 10 minutes long, many hours of work have been spent on depicting in full the complex legislative requirements for this visa in a format that visa applicants can follow and understand easily. Let us be part of your journey in Australia and support you throughout this journey. Let's start. The red lines in this flow chart are answers no to the question in a decision step. Please simply commence from the start at the very top, answer the questions in each decision step and follow the direction of the arrows. There are 2 steps in applying for this visa. The first step is to submit a valid visa application. If your application is not valid, your application will not be successful even if you satisfy all eligibility criteria. For any visa applications, always check whether there are any visa conditions, act-based or regulation-based restrictions that will stop you from applying for the visa. There may not be such restriction, or the restrictions may not apply to you. However, it is the awareness of any restrictions or waiver that is important. You can only submit an internet application using Form 1393. The visa application charge at the time of application is $4,640 Australian dollars as of the 12th of April 2024. You must nominate the Hong Kong stream only. You must be a Hong Kong or British national overseas passport holder. You must hold a subclass 457, 482 or 485 visa as a primary visa holder. If this visa was granted before the 9th of July 2020, it is required that the visa will not permit you to travel to, enter or remain in Australia after the 8th of July 2025. If the visa was granted on or after the 9th of July 2020, the visa needs to permit you to travel to, enter or remain in Australia for 5 years starting when the visa came into effect. You must have held the visa for at least 4 years at the time of application. You can apply for this visa in or outside Australia, as you must hold a 457, 482 or 485 visa. In applying for this visa, you will automatically satisfy the requirements that you hold a substantive visa if you apply in Australia. The second step is to check whether you satisfy all eligibility criteria. There are various public interest criteria and special return criteria that you must satisfy, including the character and health requirements. Any accompanying family members included in your visa application also need to meet public interest criteria and special return criteria. Public interest criteria also apply to any non-accompanying family members. These criteria for the family members to satisfy are called one fails, all fail criteria. This means that if any accompanying or non-accompanying family members do not meet these public interest criteria and special return criteria, your application will be refused. Accompanying and non-accompanying family members are also subject to less stringent health requirement 4007 with the ability to request a waiver. You must have complied substantially with conditions attached to your subclass 457, 482 or 485 visa held at the time of application. This visa compliance requirements also apply to any subsequent bridging visa held by you. However, there is residency requirements. You had been usually resident in Australia for a period of at least 4 years immediately before your application. Thanks for walking through the application process and the eligibility criteria with us. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel, so that we can provide more content to support you.